Today I'm unfortunately making a video that I thought I would not be making for a very long time. As you probably read by the title and thumbnail, I am quitting Grow a Garden, and yes, I'm not even joking. This is actually something that, like I said, I was not probably going to say for a very long time, but the game's direction has overall had a bad focus in my opinion, and there's a lot of things I need to discuss and what I will be doing in the future, because I promise you, you do not want to miss any of it. Now, to first of all get started with my reasoning, right? The first one is the game is dead. Not necessarily that it's fully dead, but the fact that it has been falling for a very long time. I mean, at the time I'm recording, the game has 108,000 players active. Just for reference, what used to be the most popular game on Roblox is no longer even on the first page. Games like Steal a Brainrot, Brookhaven, and this copy of Fish Game have way more players. I mean, bro, Grow a Garden literally has as much players as a Find the Brainrot game. Like, what the heck is this slop, bro? And this has actually been happening for quite a long time now. Probably more than half of Grow a Garden's career now. Looking at the all-time players of Grow a Garden, as you can see, the game peaked for a very long time. And ever since then, it's actually just been falling and falling every single update consistently. And it's unfortunate. You know, I really liked this game for one main thing, and it was very calm and it did not require much effort. Which actually leads me to my next point, and that is kind of the direction the game devs have been taking, and not so much all of the devs, but the people who actually lead the updates, if that makes sense. Back in the past, we used to have Jandel doing pretty much everything, as in terms of like admin abuses and stuff like that. Now it's other developers too, which don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that those devs are coming in, but the problem actually starts with the person who started everything, Jandel himself. If you watched my video yesterday saying everyone is mad at Grow a Garden, I had a lot of things to say about Jandel and the game itself. One of the main points I was talking about, though, was how Jandel has actually not been a part of the game for a very long time. He has almost just done nothing other than the admin abuses, really. And bro, those are some of the worst admin abuses I have recently played through, so it's nothing to, in my opinion, to be proud of. When the game has always made it rewarding for admin abuses to be participated in, when they eventually just randomly start like making it boring, it kind of loses its value. And not kinda, to be honest, it pretty much loses all of its value. And another thing is, for the updates that we get in the game, we really do not see a lot of leaks for them. I mean, the last leak we got was by Adrian, who is the owner of the game, and as you can see, this was for the Christmas update, which was amazing. People love that update. That has probably been the best update in the entire game in a very long time. Now, I can't say so much the same for part 2, because there's also a lot I want to discuss in this part of the update, but so is there a lot in the first part. One of the bad things that I think the developers really messed up on, and a lot of the testers talked about before the update released, was this thing right here. If you go and talk to this elf, as you know, you have to spend Robux in order to finish this gingerbread blossom. Wait, let me correct myself. You don't have to spend Robux if you're actually on the quest every single day. But the problem is, you have to be doing literally every single one of them. And if you miss a single day, the only way you can recover it is by spending Robux. This sucks, because the most insane seed inside the game, the thing that a lot of players are excited about eventually getting by the end of Christmas, is literally locked behind a paywall if they miss one day. Fun fact, looking at this right now, there is 12 more days at the time I'm recording, meaning that if you want to finish this, you literally have to play Grow a Garden on Christmas, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, all of that. A lot of players are spending time with their family, or they have a job or something, bro. Not everybody can make Grow a Garden their entire life. And unfortunately, that's the one thing I believe I've kind of fed myself into, is because I've been playing Girl Garden for a very long time and I enjoyed every single moment of it up till recently. It feels as if the game just has too much in it. Like going through my inventory, bro, I will click on something I've never seen before, like a nectar staff. This was so long ago, bro. I barely remember it. A cannery melon seed. Like, where did you even come from, bro? There's simply too many things going on inside of the game for my enjoyment anymore, and it's just way too complicated, which is not what I originally played this game for. I mean, one of the good things the devs like just went ahead and added was this event board where it literally shows you what is actually happening inside of the game every hour or so. This is nice. I think this was something that the developers could have added a billion years ago. Like, how has this not been in the game for a very long time? This daily deal shop, amazing. Love features like this. But then whenever you go and implement something like this season pass, where the best rewards are under the paid track or things like in the store that never pop up. Oh my god, and don't get me started with this forever pack, because in case you don't know, this system is also a scam. Inside of the possible rewards here, the pack literally shows things that's actually not even possible to obtain in the forever pack. And that's kind of the thing I've been noticing with this entire game. It's filled with a lot of microtransactions, and it's not ones that are even permanent, really. Like this pet shard hyper hunger, it's barely seen in stock. It's not too common, and if I want to get one, I probably gotta pay 500 Robux. But the thing you're probably wondering is, am I quitting this game forever and for good? The thing that I've always said with every single game I've played in the past, including ones like Pet Sim 99, because I made the same exact video with that game. The truth is, no, I'm not actually gonna fully quit the game, as in the sense that I'm never gonna come back no matter what. If the game has the potential to somehow pull itself out of its grave, bro, I will gladly come back and support the game once again. However, at the current position, and oh my god, admin board rolling. Okay, it just did like I don't even know what's going on. All of that just for a sandstorm, bro. Like, come on, it's not even that unique or anything. They could have added this in the game so long ago, and at this point, bro, it's just a lost cause. But as I was saying, this is not a permanent decision I'm gonna make, although it is probably one that might stay permanent. If the game continues in the direction that it's going, yes, unfortunately, I will have to quit the game in order to be able to not only provide for my family, but actually be able to enjoy the game. Some of these videos that I record on this game actually turn out to be more costly than I earn off of the video from YouTube itself. So immediately right there, it's not a worthy decision. Back in the past, I was getting hundreds of thousands to even millions of views on videos. And now those numbers are not even possible anymore. And I want you guys to understand that I appreciate every single thing that you guys have given me, every opportunity that you guys have given me, and all the videos that you've watched, because I truly do appreciate all of it, and it actually makes the world. It means the world to me is what I'm trying to say. I loved making videos on this game, but at some point it just does not become worthy of me doing so anymore, and it's just not enjoyable. I feel as if like every single video I have to try my hardest to squeeze a video idea out, or act like the update is good when it's really not. I should say that's the one thing I think I've been pretty good at. If an update is good, I'll say it's good. And if it's bad, I'm going to straight up say it's bad in this game. And with the most recent update, this update is hot trash. But my point is, it's a really bad update, and it's been like that forever. I mean, bro, when have we not walked into the center of the map? Like, dog, every single update has just been an event over and over again. I love the Christmas event, not this second part that they have going on, and not the system they have going for this gingerbread blossom. And I have to give massive respects to the developers, because they all have been putting in tons of effort in order to try and meet the player standards. However, I just think if the developers started listening just a bit more, they will actually be able to make the amazing updates that they're able to produce every single week be enjoyed. things don't feel balanced. One of the main points I talked about in my last video is, although yes, you can have a 2% chance of getting a rainbow gift, then you need to get a 34% chance of getting this Christmas egg, and then on top of all of that, it's a 0.5% chance of getting the golem, aka the best thing in this egg. The chances of that actually happening are ridiculous, and it's just not fair for players who are free to play. And although they implemented their trade tokens feature, nobody is really buying this because no one wants to put more money into the game. So therefore, free to play players can't trade for them, and they won't be able to really unlock a lot. And don't get me started with the pets, man. I mean, over time, I feel like pets have just quickly grabbed the entire attention of the dev team. We love the pets. These pets are literally all animated, which is amazing because if you've played most games, most of them will not put as much effort as these devs have done on these pets. And it's really nice to see. However, it almost feels as if pets have turned to be everything inside of the game. Every video that I see on YouTube is probably talking about pets, or it's a tips and tricks video, and odds are it's probably mine now. And the pets have not become easier to get at all. A T-Rex pet, this pet right here, being one of the most valuable pets inside the entire game, had an easier chance to obtain than this ice golem in the new update. But I think that overall, the biggest problem the game had was the developers were too lost from what was actually happening within the player base. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but I feel like the developers really thought people were just not playing the game because of school or stuff like that. And I think that's what most people did think. However, as we quickly saw to notice, it's not because of school. School had little to no impact on any other game other than Grow a Garden in that sense. It's actually just from the game getting boring, becoming repetitive, and it is all a chore now. One of the most popular comments on my latest video, I mean, it says, "This time limit on the gifts is my main gripe. I have kids and a job. I cannot stand around all day waiting on a timer." It just could not be further from the truth. I've also seen a lot of comments of you guys saying that, you know, you're so glad I'm the only Grow a Garden YouTuber that still uploads and makes tips and tricks videos on the updates and all that stuff. And honestly, that is the one thing I feel like it hurts the most to give up, because a lot of you guys look up to this, and for me to have to do that, it's honestly a very difficult decision to do. And even myself as a YouTuber, I'm always scared to make a change. However, like I said, if I don't make a change, it's not gonna get better, and I gotta keep moving forward. I'm very interested for you guys to tell me what you want to see in the future, what games you guys are playing, because there's a lot of games I actually play outside of Grow a Garden after they, you know, make everything locked behind a timer and stuff, because I'm not sitting around for that, bro. And I'm very interested in looking at these games and possibly joining the content creation side of those types of games and, you know, making videos on them. If there's one message I could leave for the developers, though, it would be to keep on going, because not only do I think they've actually been making better decisions overall, it's just one thing sad that the game is not able to pull up back to the normal amount of players it had. At some point, I do feel like the devs are going to quit, and I just really hope that time is not soon, because I still believe very strongly that Grow a Garden has a potential to be what it was. There just needs to be some sort of way to actually interest people more than, you know, adding in random items. Like, what is a witch broom, bro? Okay, what the heck is this, bro? Yeah, you can tell I've been out of the loop for some time with these items. But that's the thing with this game. So much useless stuff in the game, bro. What is this? But yeah, hopefully this is not the last Grow a Garden video I have to make, but it might be for quite some time. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and watch this video right here. It's hopefully a Grow a Garden video still, and go ahead and pick it, because it's definitely more pleasing than this one. So hurry up and click it. This video is about to end, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.